Hi there, my name is Adwoa and welcome to today's topic. So, because you're an all-star, you probably have peers and colleagues who come up to you all the time asking for your expertise to help them solve a problem that's critical to them. And if you're like most of us, after a while, you may start to get to the point where you're like, oh my goodness, I do not have the bandwidth to help all of my colleagues and peers with the things that they think are important and still get my own work done because I know that's important. Well, if that sounds anything like you, then you are not alone. It can be super hard to say no to your colleagues and peers without sounding like you're not a team player. And that's what today's video is all about, so just keep watching. When we're faced with that situation, our first instinct is to say, sure, I can help you. Yes, I can help you get that answer. Sure, I can do that. But it's really important to make sure that you, as the expert that your peers and colleagues are coming to, clarify what exactly it is that they are looking for. Sometimes people will gloss over just how deep and long-term and complex their request is, mostly because they may not even realize how complex their request is. They may not realize how time-consuming it is for you. So it's really important for you to ask those probing questions to understand what exactly it is that they're trying to accomplish, and only then can you decide whether or not you're even the right person to offer the support or if it's the right time for you to offer the support. The next thing I want you to do is to empower your colleagues and your peers, and you can empower them by really trying to understand what exactly they've done so far to help solve their own problem. It's entirely too easy for someone to realize that they need help in a certain area and then just go to the expert and say, hey, look, I need help in this area, without them doing the due diligence of the things that they can do to help educate themselves on their true problem and then ask for your expertise. So go ahead and empower them to do that. Find out, what have you done already? What research have you done? Who have you spoken to? What have you tried to do? And then you can say whether or not you would add any additional value. You only know whether or not you can truly help if you understand what's already been done. The last thing I want to talk about is expectation setting. A lot of our peers and colleagues don't know what's on our plate. And you know what? I can't even blame them for that, because if we don't tell them what's on our plates, then they'll never know. All they know is what's on their plate and that you are here to help them because you're part of the team. And that's all well and good. But if you are not clear about what is on your plate, not just to your boss, but also to your peers and colleagues, they're going to assume that you have a ton of time to help them with the other requests that are coming at you from all directions. So have the expectation setting conversation with your colleagues and peers about what's on your plate, what your priorities are, and what your bandwidth is. Okay, those are the 3 tips that I really wanted you to walk away with. So just to recap, because I want to make sure you got every single gem that I talked about today. First thing to do is to clarify what exactly it is that that peer or colleague of yours is trying to accomplish. What's the goal? That way you can figure out if you're really even the right person to help and what you need to do to help. The next thing to do is to clarify what exactly has that peer or colleague done already to help solve their own problem before approaching you. That way you'll understand the time commitment that you need to do, but also where you can direct that peer or colleague of yours so that they can start to get the ball rolling on things that they can do on their own. And last but not least is expectation setting. Are your peers and colleagues even aware of what's on your plate and your key priorities? And if not, please have that conversation with them. Then and only then can they help manage their own expectations around how much time you have, what you're willing to do, and even ways of communicating and working with you so that they get what they need from you and you can get your own work done too. So if you're digging the content in this video, here's what you do. You like it and you share it. You never know how this simple video share is seriously going to impact somebody's career and life. And if you feel like you need a little bit more of what I share, no worries. Just head over to the site that's listed right here and sign up for our email updates. That way you get every single juicy career nugget that I drop, and I do drop those nuggets into the inboxes of my email subscribers each and every week. The corporate world needs that unique gift that only you bring. So go out into the world today and act with conviction. Be courageous and live joyfully every single day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I cannot wait to see you again at the very next video.